What up, y'all? We at the library. We getting set up, getting ready to present my book, Wisdom Walk Talk to the public. Let's see if we tapping in. It look like we just recording. How y'all doing? Hey guys, how we doing? How we doing? Share this video. Share, 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 share. Holidays is here, and we back at it again, back in the heart of the city in Roxbury. If you ain't rocking with me, kick rocks. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. Crazy, right? What up? How we doing? Okay. Hi, everybody. How we doing? How we doing? Hello, hello, hello. Thank you. Oh, Ray, how we doing? Hey, guys. Thank you so much for what's happening. And I am getting set up, getting about to present my book to you guys, Wisdom Walk Talk. I tried to drop the link that it's available on all platforms, Amazon, Barnes& and Noble, Google, anywhere you can get a book. It's there, right here. Solace Society, Wisdom Walk Talk. We'll be talking about a few things today, especially with the holidays coming up. We got some things we got to connect with y'all and do a few things. What up, bro? What's up? What's going on, Wyatt Carpenter? Thank you, number one top fan. I appreciate you. We out here. It is cold as hell in Boston. It's a weekday, so people are probably, still trying to get here through the traffic and everything. So I appreciate you guys tapping in. Make sure you share this video. I got some things I need to say to y'all. We got some things popping off right now. I'm about to share it on Facebook. Make sure we really don't. I hope I didn't left you. Anyway, so first thing I want to say is, of course, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for grateful that I'm here. I'm grateful that you're here. I'm grateful that we're able to connect whatever way that we do. My laptop is acting crazy, so I am kind of going back and forth, but I'm about to turn this thing off because it's about to die anyway. So we're gonna turn this off. How we doing? How we feeling? How we feeling about the holidays coming up? I know it's the most challenging time of the year, especially for those who have lost someone. Most importantly, because these times of the year it gets a little stressful. We got a lot going on. People don't want to, admit that they miss who they miss. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just out here spreading love, giving good vibes, doing what I got to do, and sharing this with you. So thank you so much for tapping in. Thank you for liking the video. Make sure you share. Again, we talk about Wisdom Walk Talk. You're going to learn a little bit about me. The first thing I really want to start with, outside of asking how you doing, how you feeling, what you up to, all that good stuff, is we almost done with this year. We are basically done with 2025. 2025 was a really challenging year for me. I'm not sure how it worked for you. You understand what I'm saying? But it was challenging. I went through a lot. I overcame a lot. I understood that, hey guys, how we doing? How we feeling? Thank you so much for tapping in. But yeah, I'm here. I'm talking about my book, and I'm just saying that like this year has been really really challenging. 2025 was a year that I had to like, what I'm saying, how to bob and weave and really get through some stuff, and truly just understand the aspect of growing up. I am 40 years old now. Can you believe it? I know I don't look like it. I'm still fly. You know what I mean? But not conceited, very confident. You understand what I'm saying? But this year was very challenging. Oh, book dropping. It's all good. I got to back up right here. But yeah, make sure you cop our book if you can. Wisdom Walk Talk. It's a great gift to give to everybody. It's a great gift to I'll turn the mic on. See. Yo, my test. Oh, sound a little better. How we feeling? How do I sound? How do I sound on YouTube? How am I sound? Clear? Better? A little better? Yes? No? Give me a thumbs up? Yes? Down? No? Yeah? No? Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this. I'm enjoying this. But yeah, like I was saying, this year has been very challenging. People have really been going through a lot. I have been definitely dealing with a lot on my own. However, I just want to congratulate you for making it this far. I mean, very important that people get out here and see me. I don't mean to, I'm going to reconnect. However, so let's start off with, um, my saying to my mom. You know, most importantly to my mom, I lost her, and she's still here with me. However, you know, it's always good to get reconnected. What's up, top fans? I see y'all. Maybe y'all here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, top fans, 1, 2, and 3. Come on, baby. So I just want to say that we're gonna start off with I did not. It's right here, page 56 in my book. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for coming back. Share this video, please. If I sound good with the mic, let me know. If not, I'll turn it off. Please give me a thumbs up, thumbs down if you don't like it. You know, let me know so I can get my sound quality up. I'm just practicing with this podium microphone by Shure. I think it's Shure. So Shure, if you out there, go on and sponsor me because it sounds really good for the platform for a podium. I didn't even know it existed. I'm just over here touching stuff. Anyway, so happy holidays to everybody. Make sure we remain strong mentally and all that good stuff. So I just want to say this to start off. I did not lose my mother. I let her go. I am not lost without her, as I have gained guidance. Now I have no option of can't. I have to raise myself. Is this even a good angle? Over here. All right, excellent. Anyway, thank you so much for tapping in with me. My name is Solace. We haven't met before. I am a writer. I am a creator. I am a motivational speaker. I am the oldest of 3. Have many nieces and nephews. There's something to come, you know, eventually. However, I'm just out here doing my thing and presenting my book to you guys. I had the opportunity to be at the library within the heart of my city, Roxbury, Massachusetts, where I'm from, where I was born, where I was bred. There's a lot of traffic outside, so whoever's coming in gonna be here. However, I'm talking to you guys right now, so thank you so much for showing up. Just share this video is all I need you to do. So we're gonna start with, I don't know, I'm just gonna pick a random letter. Trying to see, let's see. Let's go with D. Let's start with D. So a lot of us were out here trying to figure out which way we're gonna go, how we're gonna do it, how we're gonna get there, and how we're gonna stay consistent, right? So my thing would be for D, because my book is about, it's all different steps of my wisdom walk, as I have decided to share it with you guys. My wisdom walk, as in my life journey, is what I call my wisdom walk, because every step we take, we learn something. So, you know, for example, the first word is accountability. And I make my own definitions for these words and what they mean to me. So, accountability, be fully accountable of all your actions at all times. Acknowledge is word number 2. Acknowledge the perspectives of all beings and factors of all times, at all times. So, if you are an adult, or still learning how to adult, to be adulting, definitely make sure you tap into my book and share with your family and friends so we can all learn something from this strongly, I promise you. So, we're gonna go back to letter D. I'm not gonna go in order with that last time, you know, but I'm gonna have the opportunity to be at the library and share this with people. Either they come in or they don't, you know, it's very busy, it's very cold outside, so thank you guys for tapping in with me either way. Thank you all my top fans again. So D for destination. What is the destination of your wisdom walk? Which way are we going in life? How do we go about it? How do we get there? How do we stay consistent? Are you unsure? No worries. It is destined to change according to what we grow through. Not go through, but grow through. Just stay focused and stay on your desired path. Right? And yeah, I'm here. Season, there's so much going on. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. If it's horrible, give me a thumbs down. I'm just working with this mic right here, practicing on the podium. Okay, so dominance will be the next word. Dominance. You are the only one that can, dominance. Word number 2, the letter D. Dominance. You are the only one that can control you, not others. If you have any children, this ultimately applies to them as well. So with dominance, you have to be sure of what you're doing. You have to be a leader in what you're doing. You have to walk amongst your path and continue to be confident in what it is and make sure you are dominant about that and how people walk. Let people walk all over you. I personally am guilty of that. My whole life, I just let people kind of like, you know, I'm a nice person. to say the least. And I like to just continuously, well, I did like to continuously satisfy other people by giving them the heads up or making them feel better. But I've come to a point in my life that I had to decide to choose myself. It gets to a point where you choose yourself. There's a lot of times, there's a lot of moments in life, a lot of things in life that go on when you neglect yourself without even knowing it. We don't even understand the importance of choosing self in many, many situations. So if you're a people pleaser, I'm okay with that. Do your thing. Just make sure you are pleasing yourself in the process. You understand what I'm saying? Make sure you are satisfied with that. So again, thank you so much for tapping in. If you have the opportunity, feel free to share the video. I am talking about my book, Wisdom Walk Talk, which is available on all platforms. If you can hear me on this mic and it has good audio, please give me a thumbs up. If not, give me a thumbs down. I'll hop off of it. I'm just kind of giving it a little practice being on the podium, you know what I mean? So the next word would be develop. What are the end games of your goals in life? And do you have a blueprint for each one? A blueprint meaning the map to how you're going to get there, how you're going to keep it consistent. And if you know that you'll be able to keep up with it, if you do have a blueprint, my advice would be to keep it to yourself. You know what I mean? Until you know that it's successful, and then once you go from there, you continue growing from there. You understand what I'm saying? So the next word would be discover. You will discover as you execute your plan. The plan that I'm referring to is the blueprints that you developed for the end game of your goals, if that makes sense. So as long as you are being focused, maintaining what you're doing, and realizing that there is an end to this. It doesn't always have to be this madness. I'm learning that it doesn't have to always be what you think it is. Sometimes you have to, most all the time, you have to have faith in the unseen. You have to know that things are always going to be better on the other side. Grass is greener on the other side. You understand what I'm saying? That's crazy. The grass ain't greener, but it could be greener if you fertilize it correctly. You know what I'm saying? The next one would be determine. Decide how you will go about getting there. Back to the basics. Like I said, back to the blueprint. Making sure you're following the map of what you're doing, how you get there, and how you do it. And then for every letter, I have something called a Solace. A Solace is something that you discovered along the way, something that you've seen, that you followed, that you understood. So for Solace, the set of thought, as I have these play on words, discover your destination and determine your development with dominance. So again, discover your destination and determine your development with dominance. You understand what I'm saying? And then you gotta give yourself grace after taking in all that information and say, let's pause for a minute. How is your spirit today? I think I already asked that, but let me ask you again. How is your spirit today, given it is almost the end of the year? The year is almost finished. I'm sure we've conquered a lot. For me, it's been, like I said, a challenge. I am grateful that I'm still standing here. I just hit 40 years old last month. Believe it or not, you know what I mean? I'm really understanding the aspect of being an adult and really being grateful for life itself. So how's your spirit today? At your own pace. Let's take 3 breaths. Pause, breathe. I'm gonna do it, you do it with me. Just breathe, take one in. That's 1, 2, making it for 3, and hold, release. Hold, release. Are you ready for what's next? So that was D. Discover your destination and determine your development with dominance. You dig? All right, so I'm still trying to get this video up. So, those that get through traffic, because this traffic time is like the worst but best time to do an event. So I'm just here, I'm kicking it with y'all for the meantime. So the next letter we're gonna go to is, we're gonna do G. G, because you a G, I'm a G, you understand what I'm saying? So the, the next letter we're gonna do is G. G. G stands for growth. G, growth. Every word on this page will start with G. You'll understand why. I'll get back to that. Again, we're talking about my book, Wisdom Walks Off. That's available on all platforms. Holidays are coming. Please feel free to grab it for you and your family. It's definitely appropriate, definitely a conversation starter, an icebreaker amongst friends or whatever you do. But it's available on every platform. Anywhere that you can find a book, you can find my book, Wisdom Walks Off by Solace. And, hopefully you enjoy it. So the first we're going to talk about growth. How much has your mindset grown over time? How aware are you of the growth that you need to make going forward? So we all have a mindset on where we are, where we're going, how we're doing it. Do we keep a record on how we get there? How do you maintain the growth that you have, and how do you keep record of that? The second word would be gratitude. Like I said, I am way too grateful. I don't know if that's even a thing. I am overly grateful that I made it to December of 2025, about to be 2026, which is insane to me. So gratitude. So I'm thanking you, whoever is tapping in. Please feel free to share the video. If not, please listen, take a second, relax, take in the words, and just understand what I'm trying to kick to you, spit to you. It's important that we understand this. I'm not just doing this for fun. I'm doing this for growth. I'm doing this for greatness. I'm doing this to reach out to those who are afraid to speak, or to those who understand my language. So again, if I'm using this platform on the mic right here, so give me a thumbs up if it sounds good. If it's messing up the audio, give me a thumbs down and I'll turn it off, but I really like how I sound on it, so rock with me. The next one would be gratitude. Always thank those that have blessed you amongst your wisdom walk. Now, when I say wisdom walk, people get confused. Wisdom walk to me is my life journey, because every step we take, we learn something, whether it's forward or backwards. We have to make sure, that we're accountable for what we do when we take these steps, whether forward or backwards. We learn the lessons. We don't repeat them over and over again. And what I just said to someone that I just met 5 minutes ago, if we don't pay attention to our wisdom walk, we're gonna get stuck in the mud or sinking in the sand. You dig? I'm a wordsmith, so I'm a writer, like I said. If you want to get with me on any projects, I got you. I'm definitely open to partner. I've been doing a damn thing. So yes, thank you again for spending your time with me and understanding. So again, gratitude. Always thank those that have blessed you amongst your wisdom walk. Also, which is not in here, thank those who have paused your wisdom walk, but be aware of them as well. We're going to get to that. Be aware of those who paused your wisdom walk, people who have stopped you, who've tried to stop your growth, and try to block your path, put obstacles there purposely. Those people are important too, because without them, you wouldn't learn the lessons that you know now. You understand what I'm saying? So the next word would be gratefulness. Be grateful you have the ability to learn and comprehend what is at hand. So again, I'm grateful that you're here. I'm grateful that I have the ability to write this, to finish this. Shouts to my mom, Angel, who's not here anymore. She right here. She right here. She right here. She right here. You know what I mean? Thank you. I am grateful for her, because this is my first completed project. Because I'm gonna get real with you. She was always telling me to finish my shit. Literally, make sure you get it done. So this is my first project that I was able to actually get through, and like I said, I dedicate this to her for sure. She was the one that helped me get through it, push through it, get better at it, make sure that I got it done, self-published, self-invested, all that's all me. I have my editor, my good friend, shout out to David for helping me out get this project out. So the next thing would be grasp. The next word would be grasp. Hone the ability to comprehend the lessons learned throughout your wisdom walk and the gifts that you obtain. Feel free to come on in. We good. Hone the ability to comprehend the lessons learned through your wisdom walk and the gifts that you obtain. So make sure that you are able to understand what you have, like what your craft is, what your gift is. And don't let anyone tell you that to undermine that. And if they do, then they're not for you. You know, it could be your closest, it could be the people that you trust the most that stop you from doing what you want to do because they know that you're going to be greater in what you do. And, you know, it took me a while for me to understand that. However, this is where I stand now. I overstand, understand, and appreciate those who tried to stop me because it gave me the willpower to keep going. And the last word on the page G, which is page 14 of my book, which is, like I said, every word that I have here, I created my own definition of what it means to me, as what I've created amongst my wisdom walk, which I consider my life journeys. Every step we take, like I said, we learn something. So the last word on this would be gain. Gain uses mic, forgive me. Gain the strength to remain as strong as you are right now and going forward. And in parentheses, I said my mom has been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis for some time now. If she can do it, so can you indefinitely. My mom has transcended to another dimension, ascended to another dimension. However, you know, she is a fighter, has always been a fighter, created the fighter in me, and she is the creator for my creator. And yeah, so she made me stronger as a person, she made me stronger as a female, black female at that, as we gotta keep pushing no matter what goes on, we have to be strong. We're not required to be what society wants us to be. We can be whoever we wanna be, we just are pressured in times to show up more than others. However, continue to show up how you show up and don't be disappointed in that. We all have to take our own time, and we have our blessings that come to us at that time when it does come. So your time will eventually come. Don't worry about that. Don't even trip about it. You know, we're all in our own greatness at all times, so don't even worry about that. Don't get discouraged if you don't reach it the first time. There's always another time to try it. Be grateful again that you have the ability to do so. Whatever it may be, make sure you continue to push at it. This did not happen overnight. This is like 10 years of notes, you know, all different notebooks and, you know, my ideas and my thoughts and my feelings. And this, I'm known not to be vulnerable. And, you know, this is the first time that I was able to scribble something, write it down, get it done, get it published, get it out, self-invest in it. I'm always looking for sponsors. If y'all out there, you know somebody that's sponsoring writers, if you know anyone that has any grants, I'm down with that because I need funding so I can get this book out. I have many, many goals for it. There's many people that I want to reach, from teenagers all the way up to elders. You know, we can put this in a kid form, have the kiddies understand the aspect of being great and whatever it is that they do amongst their wisdom walk. You know, we got this kids to start with the elders. The elders have the wisdom to give us amongst our walk as we listen to them talk. This is just off the top of the head. You understand what I'm saying? Let's get it. Feel these vibes. So the Solace sought for G, for the letter G, as every page that I have, every letter that I have in my book, I have A through Z. Every letter that I have in my book, I have a solace sought. A sought is a thought, something that you discovered along the way. So grudges for letter G, it's like a bonus on each page. So grudges are feelings you continue to hold on to from others' mistakes. Let those go. Don't you make a mistake by holding on to their mistakes. Let me run that back for you again. Don't you make a mistake by holding on to their mistakes. You understand what I'm saying? I know we like to take on other people's feelings, other emotions, and we naturally, if you're a mother, you're definitely taking on responsibility for another human being. However, like I said on letter D, which is page 8, Dominance, make sure you do these things with dominance. You are the only one that can control you, not others. If you have any children, this ultimately applies to them as well. You live your own life just like your child's gonna live your own life. You live your life different from your mother, from your dad. Shouts to those who don't have your parents anymore. Like I said, this moment, this book, this project is dedicated to my mother. You know what I mean? She's someone that's not here with me anymore. So for me to reconnect and remember who I am is what this is for. So we're gonna go on to, so yeah, my question for letter G to you guys who are out there listening, who want to participate, again, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me well. If not, give me a thumbs down, I'll turn the mic off. My question to you is, how long do you hold grudges and why do you think that is? What causes you to have a grudge? And how do we dismantle and dismiss that? That's something to think about. And something that I put together while I was taking notes, because after every page you get to, there's a reflection section, as I call it. So if you have thoughts, feel free to write down what you want in the back of the book. There's a whole page, a whole, like half a notebook, about 13, 14 pages of blanks, so you can write what you need. So my thing to you would be grasp the gratitude within you and gain growth while extending gratefulness. Simply put. So we're gonna go to, let me see, we're just gonna skip around to, randomly pick a page for you. Let's see. Boom, okay. Quiet, letter Q. Q was a challenge for me, there's a lot of Q words out there. But we'll go with Q. Q, quiet can seem unbearable at times. But this is when you connect with your subconscious uninterrupted. I know we are in a world where society requires us to be around noise. They want us to watch movies. They want us to be on our phone. I want to turn my phone off and not care about it. Luckily I have, not for nothing, but luckily I have, at this point in my life where I don't have any immediate responsibilities. Like I don't have any children. My parents, my mom not here, my dad, he's doing his thing, so I have my little brothers, but I don't have to have my phone on all the time, and I enjoy when I don't. Not even gonna lie, I like to sit in silence. I am one to meditate, I am one to deal with my demons. Things are gonna get real on this live, so feel free to share it. If you're not rocking with it, it's okay. But you have to face your demons. You have to understand who you are in all aspects. So I am one to sit quiet. I am one to meditate. And when I do that, it gives me answers so I can motivate others, motivate you, motivate strangers, motivate my family. I am, again, the oldest of three, so I have to be the anchor. I have two younger brothers. They're no longer my younger brothers, my baby brothers, they're already my babies, but they are older now, and, we have a relationship where we're connected, so I'm here for them, and I have to be strong enough to tell them about real life and not fabricate shit anymore, So with that being said, we're gonna go into Q. Like I said, quiet can seem unbearable at times because we're used to being in the midst of noise. But this is when you connect with your subconscious interrupted. And the next one would be quirky. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. We're known to be quirky, weird, all that good stuff. But I take that, I own it. So quirky, being who you are is absolutely fine. Always embrace your authenticity. Did you remind? This is one of my favorite, actually, in the book. You can find this on page 34, letter Q. Did you remind yourself that you love you today? So real quick, I have to remind myself because I didn't tell myself that I love myself today. So I love me. I love me, I love you, I love us, I love we. I'm talking about me, my spirit, my mind, my subconscious, my everything, my me. And I love you for tapping in, because you don't have to be here. You don't have to be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. So I want you to take a second while you're listening, while you're cooking, whatever you're doing right now. Make sure you take a moment, look in the mirror, or whatever you have the opportunity to do. How you doing? What's going on, Ms. B? So take a moment and tell yourself that you love you today. Make sure that's very important, that we remind ourselves that everything that we've been through, everything that we go through, every day is rough, every day is rough and tough on my Afro puffs. You dig what I'm saying? But you have to remind yourself that you're the one that did it. At the end of the day, you're the one that keeps pushing. You're the one that keeps doing what you're doing. And you have to keep understanding that at the end of the day, you gotta keep pushing. Like, I know it's just like cliche to say, but you have to keep pushing unless, because this world will take you. They can do without you. You know what I mean? So keep pushing, keep doing your thing, and remember that you're the one that did, that you are the one that did you for you. Keep doing you. So the next one will be question. Many things that we don't do that I try to keep up with. Question your space, your relationship status with others, especially family, when you feel necessary. A simple, how are you? Or are we okay can go a long way. Let me say that again. So a simple, how are you or are we okay can go a long way. I think I annoy people with how many times I check up and see them like, hey, what's up, you good? They're like, oh yeah, girl, why you tripping? You know, listen, I need to know where we're at. I need to know how you feel. I need to understand that our relationship is real. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of times when we develop these own thoughts of what it could be or what it's not, but without asking, we don't know. And some people aren't open enough to really speak the truth, and that we can't help. However, all you gotta do is be honest with yourself. That's all you can do. And ask about it. If it doesn't match what it is, then it is what it is. You know what I mean? But always, never be afraid to question the space with somebody, especially if you claim or they claim that they love you or have love for you. It's important that you understand the honesty behind it. A lot of people have intentions. A lot of people have motives. And it took me a while to become an adult and really realize and accept that. So I'm just gonna say that. So the next thing would be Queen, letter Q. We still on letter Q, page 34. Solace Wisdom Walk, if you're just tuning in. It's on every, Wisdom Walk Talk, it's on every platform that you can get a book on, period. Barnes & Noble, Google, Amazon, wherever you shop for books, it's there. So the next word would be Queen, letter Q. Embody the Queen in thou, and be proud of that crown. Fellas, if you out there listening, fellas, we all have a little both in us. It's the energy, INNERGY. It's the energy that you are attracted to. Not at all to offend you, okay? And I'm shaking your hand, we're looking for truth, we're looking for a truth. You understand what I'm saying? That's all good. So the last word would be Chi, which is spelled with a Q, QI. Maintain balance with your energy. Keep your positive energy intact. Be strong to have your own back. I'll say that again. Maintain balance with your energy. Keep your positive energy intact. Be strong enough to have your own back. And so, like, if you're out there and you're listening and you want to participate, my question would be, are you truly comfortable with showing up as yourself? When you go where you go, are you truly comfortable showing up as yourself instead of playing a role? Because everywhere we go, people out there being fake, whatever, but the question is, how are you handling that? Are you participating in the fakeness? Or are you trying to break through the wall and not participate in it? So, we go to work, we have a certain role to play. We in school, you have to, abide by the rules. In school, you gotta abide by the rules. I should be writing this down. But yeah, like, are we ever truly being myself? This is the first time in my life that I can actually, well, not the first time, but this is like the time where I've been most consistent with showing up as me. Like right now, don't that company going wrong? But because it's a weekday, I have no excuses, whatever anybody's here, not here, whatever. I'm here to speak my truth. I'll sit here and talk to nobody if I needed to. However, because I'm a writer, I'm a creator, I don't care about that. Either way, the show has to go on because I'm an entertainer as well. So no matter what, I got the space. I'm in here, I'm at the library, like I said, in the heart of Roxbury, where I'm from. And I have the opportunity to do this again, so I'm here to share my time with you, so that's what I'm gonna do. And what, the next question would be, what do you know about energy? How important is it to you to be balanced? Or are you it's whatever type of person? Which either way can be okay, but maintaining that balance or trying to understand how to find it and keep it is definitely most important. So I'm gonna skip to letter T. Truth, here's the 5 words. Truth, trial, train, teach, and treatment, right? So the first word is truth, of course, most important. That's something that continuously comes out and something that I represent and something that I live by. So truth to self, most of us run from. It's okay, I'll say it for you. Most importantly, truth outside yourself is truly valuable. So most important is to be honest with self. And once you are able to understand and accept the honesty of truth, then you'll see the truth. Some probably don't understand that, but you'll eventually get there, hopefully. If you need to, I don't care if you're a stranger, if you're my friend, if you're my family, feel free to tap in with me. Email, I'll drop that all at the end of the video or whatever. Right now, it's Seeking Solace, SEEKING, SOLAC3 @gmail.com. You can hit me on Instagram at Solace Society with a 3, SOCI3TY _ DAUNO, the 1, DAUNO. Feel free to, reach out to me, drop a review on my book if you have it already. But yeah, most importantly, embrace the truth as much as you can. I know how much it is, I know how hard it is to face it. Just like most of us don't look in a mirror. That's not a thing that I like to do. However, I've done it when I have to really look into myself and see all of me, including what they call the bad side, or what you need to change, develop, and rework. You understand what I'm saying? The shadow work for my spiritual warriors out there. Continue your shadow work, continue going inside. Don't ever be afraid of that. Not that you would be if you're spiritual, you understand that. But those who aren't, feel free to, it's okay to not have a good day. Just try to understand where the aspects of the good days and the actions and the feelings and emotions come from. So the next thing will be my favorite quote for one of my favorite creators is, as Pharrell says, the truth will piss you off, then set you free. Do you agree? I think so. Every time I find out some shit, I'm like, man. All right, cool. We got it. So next one would be trial. Trial, as if every action is being judged by your subconscious jury. The people that make decisions, that you in your head. You are your own judge. Use your scales wisely. Shouts to Libras out there. Or just individuals, period. Use your scales wisely, and you are your own judge of what you do, how you do it, how you go about it, and how you handle it, right? So the next would be train your ego to work with you, not against you. It could be your biggest blessing blocker. So it could be your ego, not where you want to go, or your ego where you want to fly and ascend to. You understand what I'm saying? Thank you again for tapping in. If you were just tapping in, this is Solace on the Midnight. Literally, let me know if the audio was good. If not, give me a thumbs down. I will turn the mic off. I'm just feeling this, this little podium platform. I'm really enjoying it. So the next would be teach. Teach others what you have learned along the way to maintain the cycle of worldly healing. Listen, Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the inside human brain. You already know, Mike already know what it was. So teach yourself, teach others what you have learned along the way to maintain the cycle of worldly healing. Let's continue to do what we need to do and stay honest with each other, love one another. I know it's like cliche to say, but this is what we got to do in order to continue doing what needs to be done. You understand what I'm saying? I get it. It's all good. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. If you hear a lot of people that can't make it because it's cold as hell outside, it's traffic time in Boston, Massachusetts. It's like 22 degrees. So if you are out, make sure you're warm. You don't have to come here physically, but tap in on the live. You know what I mean? Just share that. That's all I ask. And the last one would be treatment. Use all that positively works for you. What is your formula? How do you break it down? What makes you choose the right or the wrong? And hey, we're not, I say not ain't. I say that all the time. I am not perfect. I spit the word when I have it, but it is what it is. So my question would be, how do you truly tell your truth? Why do you think it's a challenge for us to do so, if it is a challenge for you? See me, I understand my truth, but sometimes it's hard for me to communicate it to others. But with this book right here, you know what I'm saying? It's giving me the aspect, giving me some ideas to learn how to speak and choose my jargon and not cuss MFR out, because when the tongue gets lethal, it's lethal. But I've learned that sometimes you can't handle things just by cussing people out all the damn time. You know what I mean? So, okay, we on live for 44 minutes, and I'm gonna go to page 44. And I'm grateful for that shit. My book is like 70 pages with the journal, with the reflection section. So we're gonna go to page 44, which is letter V. So vitalize will be the first word. Vitalize. Vitalize your body. Show self-care that you are still progressing and still here for another year. Happy birthday, even if it's not your birthday today. Continue to celebrate you. Every day that we wake up is a rebirth, whether we recognize it or not. We can continue to be in denial that every day is a gift from your God, from your soul being, from your soul drive, from your Most High. We need to all recognize that. Real recognize real, you feel? So continue celebrating. It could be somebody's birthday, the Sagittarius in the world. I know my dad's birthday's coming up. Shout out to Sagittarius, all the Sagittarius, out to every sign, really. If I missed your birthday, because by the end of the year, it is the end of the year. Holidays coming up, make sure you guys stay focused. Don't get too into the depression. I know that's an issue. I'm not sure if there's a shutdown that's still going on, so don't get caught up into that. But yeah, we're gonna switch that. So the next word is vision. Vision on the letter V. V, vision, word number 2. So use your vision as a sense of premonition. Your eyes are the mirror to your soul. Go within and watch the greatness unfold. Use your vision as a sense of premonition. Your eyes are the mirror to your soul. Go within and watch the greatness unfold. As the police siren goes off, you understand? Because we hot, baby, we hot. That's the ambulance. City ambiance, gotta love it. But yeah, always go inside, and like I said, don't be afraid to look in the mirror. Don't be afraid to face your demons. Don't be afraid to acknowledge if somebody calls something out. Try not to immediately react. If you're somebody like me, like, what you say? You gotta grow out of that. I know a lot of us be hot tickets, you know what I mean? We got a lot of people that just set it off naturally. That's just who we are, and that's okay. I'm not saying let your fire go out at all, but sometimes you gotta just think before you react, which is something that you learn once you get older. You know what I mean? What I've learned. Some people never learn and still want to be immature. However, just make sure you do that. And the next quote would be something that I've taken with me since '93. I'm eight, baby. So Sister Act 2, one of my favorite movies. Shout out to Lauren Hill. Where we go over City High people, everybody that was in that movie. Great movie, something I'll never forget. Definitely in my collection. So if you want to be somebody, if you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. So that's why I say the wisdom walk is very important, that you pay attention to your steps. Every step we take, we learn something. Some consider it the life journey, I consider it a wisdom walk. And if you're walking while you're talking, it's a wisdom walk talk, period. You did. So, Sister Act says, if you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. Well, the screenwriter, I got to make sure I acknowledge them. I don't know that person, so shouts to you for writing that movie. What I am saying is, use your eyes to see what is best for you. If you pay attention, your vision will show you the way. Use your eyes, pay attention, everything around you. The next word would be versatile. Be different with your approach and be unforgettably, let me say that again. Versatile, be versatile, be different with your approach and be unforgettably incomparable, be noticed. Who cares if you stand out? Who cares if you don't match, but you still fly? You know what I'm saying? Like if you have to stand out, stand out. Some people like me, I just stand out naturally. I'm a black sheep, I accept that, it is what it is. Never ran from it, I didn't understand it as a kid where I would just cry and, break down or whatever. It's just because I'm a very spiritual being. Been blessed to know things, you know what I mean? And I'm okay with that. Just took a while for me to swallow the pill of reality and know that there's a lot of things in the world that we just don't know. Like, there's a lot of times I used to cry as a kid and didn't know why. But I know now why. You know what I mean? So the next one would be the vapors. Shouts to Janae Aiko. But the vapors, sometimes you have to ghost. In our language, our lingo, and slang, it means disappear on people and talk to situations. Trust that it's permitted. We are all adults here. You can explain later, yet it's all up to you. So sometimes there are situations where we don't know how we're gonna deal with. And, you just gotta step back for a minute and realize that you have the permission to say no. You have the permission to do what you need to do and go where you need to go without explaining everything to people. I didn't understand that, again, until recently, really. It just takes time for you to understand that you really do have power in your own choice or preference in your choice. I think we're gonna go to P after this so I can explain what I mean. So, vapors again. Sometimes you have to ghost, disappear on people and talk situations. Trust it's permitted. We are all adults here. You can explain it later, yet it's all up to you. All right. Next would be visualize. It is worth your time, energy. Visualize if it is worth your time, energy, and effort. Where do you see this going in reality, not your fantasy world? So that's page 44 in my book. I am going to go to my Instagram. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on YouTube. Remember, Wisdom Walk Talk by Solace, that will be me, available on every platform, Amazon, Barnes & Noble specifically. I have to say that show slow because I say Pacific sometimes. Shout to the Pacific, shout to the West Coast, East Coast, North, South, whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go to my Instagram page with the Solace Society, the Uno, SOLACE, SOCI3TY_DAUNO. You guys have been amazing. Thank you so much. Make sure you share this video, and I shall see you guys soon. Thank you so much for your time. Ciao, ciao for now. Peace.